Hey guys, in this video we are going to discuss how to find the weighted average. Now this question can be presented usually in two ways, either with coordinates and their weights or grades and their weights. Now we're going to use coordinates as that's the more simple version, but if you were finding or calculating a final grade, it would be the same way. So let's read our question. Find the weighted average of the following: the coordinate 3 with the weight of 2, the coordinate 1 with the weight of 4, and the coordinate 4 with the weight of 2. So weighted average technically has a formula, and that formula is the sum of the weighted values over the sum of the weights. So sum of weighted values over the sum of weights. So the thing is, what is a weighted value? So a weighted value is just a coordinate multiplied by its weight. So for example, if I'm looking at the first info we were given, the coordinate 3 with the weight of 2, the weighted value for that would be 3 times 2. I take the coordinate and I multiply it by its weight. And we're going to do this for all three coordinates given. So I have the coordinate 1 with the weight of 4. So I'm going to take 1 times 4. And the coordinate 4 with the weight of 2. So that's 4 times 2. Now, since my formula says sum, we're going to add all of these together. Now, on the bottom, we're doing the same thing, but just with the weights. So we're going to take our weights. So I have 2, 4, and 2. And again, it's a sum, so we're going to add them together. And now from here, we're just simplifying. So with a fraction, you typically simplify numerator and denominator separately, and then at the end divide or simplify depending on what you're given. So looking at the top, 3 times 2 is 6, 1 times 4 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, and on the bottom, 2 plus 4 plus 2 is going to get us 8. Sorry, had a brain fog there. Then we are going to add everything on the top. So we have 6 plus 4 plus 8, which gives us 18. Now in this scenario, we have two options. We can either simplify our fraction or divide. They didn't really specify an answer, and typically they do more of a decimal. But just to practice both, if we simplify this, I can divide top and bottom by 2, and we're left with 9 over 4. So if they ask for a simplified fraction, we would go 9 over 4. Now, typically, they do decimals with weighted average because we are calculating things like grades. So if we divide 9 and 4, we get 2.25. Now, it doesn't specify here, but just for the sake of practice, let's say it said to round the answer to the tenths, then we would write 2.3. So depending on what they say, we have these three possible answers. Though more likely than not, it would probably be this guy here. And that is how you calculate the weighted average.